Right, so these are those goggles. They're the cheap VR ones. Since you guys are in the States and I'm up in Canada, your dollar's a lot better than ours. For me, they run me 40 bucks. For you, they'd probably be like 28, 30. But anyway, they're the VR box set. And all I did was, okay, first things first, I guess. The lens. You know those lenses that people use and they put on right on top of paper to magnifying books and stuff like that? I popped the stock lenses out because they suck royally, and I cut a piece of that lens into the shape of the goggles, and it's hard to see, but the main thing you need to do when you're doing that is the circle for the center needs to be directly in the center. It has to be, or your focal points will be strange, but you can kind of see the screen inside there. And then I drilled a hole in here for the antenna to stick through, and a hole right here so you can hook your battery to it and your power cord. Inside, I don't know how well you are at soldering. I'll see if I can crack this apart. There we go. So as you can see, I have the screen. It's a cheap 5x7 reverse camera screen off that Wish site or Banggood. It was $7 or $10 or something like that. And then there's a 5.8 receiver right there, and I de-shelled it and I wired it. I soldered the video leads in and then power supply as well. So when I plug the battery into the receiver, it'll power the screen too. And then with the screen, you can change the contrast and whatnot, and brightness and everything. And what I did was, because these goggles are set up for putting a cell phone into, that's why it's blank right here, because it comes with a slide that you put your phone in and you slide it into. Pull this over, and that's where your camera on your phone would stick out, but I modified it so you can put the buttons. There's the buttons to run through your menus and change your contrast and all that stuff. But like I said, for me, it cost me about 60 Canadian dollars, but for you it'd be super cheap, easy, and they're really, really good. That 5x7 screen is the size of a cell phone, and it gives you it's pretty clear image. Like it does the job, that's for sure, and it's super lightweight. I would say a pound, maybe a pound and a half, and I usually I made my own power cord. The power cord just strings down and the battery just goes in my pocket. I use a 2200 milliamp 3-cell for these, but and it'll run. The goggles will run on that battery for probably 3 hours, roughly. But you can do, like, everything in here is 12 volt compatible, so you could literally sit on the hood of your car or whatever and have a thing plugged into your outlet or your lighter outlet in your car, and it would run forever and ever. But yeah, that's just a overview of my video goggles here.